Feldenkrais slip and slide variations. These exercises, adapted from the Feldenkrais concept, teaches you motor control, awareness of specific movements, and gives you the ability to error detect. This specific series of variations focuses on your foot's relationship with the knee, then with the hip. Variation 1. Foot to knee relationship. This requires tibia torsion. What's tibia torsion? Tibia torsion is when this bone right here rotates inward and outward. This is an important movement, for example, in walking, running, and squatting. Our tibia needs to rotate outward in order to perform these activities properly. To start the exercise, come into a sitting position on the floor. If you don't have a slider, such as the one that I'm using, you can use a sock or cloth on a smooth surface. Stepping on the slider or cloth, first lead with your heel, guiding with your heel in and out. Then lead with your forefoot, guide with your toes in and out. Make sure you drag your foot on the floor and keeping a nice pressure of your feet onto the floor and keeping your knee always pointing forward. Once you've explored the relationship between your foot and knee, we start moving our hips. Variation 2. Feet to hip relationship. Now, no longer fixing your knee forward, start moving into your hip, making sure you drag your foot on the floor, applying a nice pressure from your foot onto the floor. If you start to feel the side of your hip cramping up, you're not alone, but you are doing it wrongly. Lead from your heel and you should feel muscles deep in your buttock working. Variation 3. For further progression, lie onto your back, place the slider or your shoe on your feet as such, then invert your foot as you abduct your hip, and invert your foot as you adduct your hip. Then invert your foot as you abduct your hip, and invert your foot as you adduct your hip. If this is too difficult, you can do it with a belt or a towel as shown. Variation 4. And finally, if you are feeling confident, from this position, reach your arm out, start rolling onto your front while your hip rotates out, keeping your foot in eversion and dorsiflexion as I am doing here. Once you end up in this position, you reverse the movement and repeat. Practice the movements and take your time with it. Explore and have fun with the movements.